You know what's crazy to think about? Camping. Have any of you actually been camping? And let me add some clarification to that, because it seems like whenever I bring this up to people, they have two versions of what they define as camping. On one end, you have this controlled and relaxed environment that's most likely supervised and monitored. You can expect a community shower here, some porta potties there. You won't have anybody getting Jason Voorhees over here or have an encounter with Earth's most terrifying mammal. A very nice and comforting experience for friends and family of all ages. We'll call this Zone 1, or camping. Full disclosure, this still counts as camping by definition. It's just not gonna get you any XP or any NDEs to take home and brag about. And I am in no way, shape, or form hating on Zone 1 camping. I myself have personally been Zone 1 camping twice in my life. Once when I was a wee lad. Yes, I still have those exact tidy whities. And again when I was in my 20s in Yosemite. Shit, Zone 2 though? Ooh-wee! Baby, let me tell you about Zone 2. There's camping in negative degree weather. You got camping on the side of a cliff. You have bushcraft camping, or as I like to call it, real life Minecraft camping. You got overload camping or overloading. This is essentially just a Mad Max simulator. And last but not least, we have our ultimate candidate here. We have stealth camping. Stealth camping is essentially camping in areas that aren't necessarily meant to be camped in, whether that be for lawful reasons or for practical reasons. Basically any form of camping in unsanctioned areas. These areas consist of, but are not limited to, roundabouts, freeway interchanges, motorway billboards, city parks. This guy camped in the public grounds of a 5-star hotel without getting caught for quite a long time. This guy camped near the Golden Gate Bridge where I made a hiking video with a buddy at. It's easier to tell you where you can't camp compared to where you can camp. This was stereotypical camping too. I roasted marshmallows over a campfire, made s'mores with it. I shoved an entire stick through a sausage and roasted it on top of a fire for a really long time. A lot of pretty scenery. Beautiful beds of water, deep enough for you to dip your Crocs into. There's always something nearby for you to explore, or some questionable food for you to try. Yosemite gets a 10 out of 10. Easily, no ifs, ands, or buts in that statement. But one thing I will say as a word to the wise, if you will. If you're camping in a group setting, be cautious of the guy who snores, and be extra cautious of the motherfucker who says, "Hey bro, I'm just letting you know, I snore a little." Cause my God, he does not snore a little. Now I'm not here to single anyone out or to make fun of an entire community.
Fuck you guys are awful. Nobody likes to sleep.
I'm here to let you know that having your own tent is vital in having a great time in a camping trip. Sharing may sound fun, and at times it is. There's even tents so huge and detailed that the inside of it just looks like a home. But all it takes to ruin that luxury is one of these motherfuckers being in the tent wanting to sleep, and now no one's getting sleep. In my situation, we had a 4-person tent, which was perfect because we had 4 people. Or so we thought it was perfect, because by the time nighttime came and everyone was dozing off and getting sleepy, I had noticed a faint snore that was barely recognizable at first. It's reasonable, you know, it's a snore. He warned me, it's fine. I'm expecting this. But in the matter of seconds, it just kept progressing into a much louder noise, and it eventually felt like I was sleeping next to a Harley. In order for me to fall asleep that night, I had to take 2 .38 special bullets, lodge them in my ear, and just pray that it would work as earplugs, and thankfully it did. It did take a minute for me to fall asleep that night. I was worried about sneezing or coughing in the night because I thought the pressure that would add to my head would somehow make the bullets go. I thought I was gonna have to deal with the usual human snoring, you know? Like the usual that type of thing. But instead I got a brand new 2024 Hydra Glide Revival, which by the way is a sexy motorcycle. But yes, I had to put bullets in my ear to sleep, because holy shit, I forgot people like this existed out there. Aside from that, everything else was awesome. If the best piece of advice I can give you for camping is to bring your own pet, then the second best piece of advice I could give you is to bring some cash. If you plan on stopping by any of these rivers, streams, or cool areas to explore where you can dive into and get all freaky, there's probably a big possibility that you're gonna have to get there and have to pay for parking or entry, and unfortunately, these guys don't take anything else other than cash. leading me to have my suspicions. I used to live in San Leandro and worked in San Francisco, so commute was no stranger to me, and the concept of paying a price to get to where I need to get to is not foreign to me. Shout out to Fast Track for robbing California since 1997.
We just need money.
You know, they even fired the people who worked in those booths who had to collect your money or debit.
Initially, this segment was going to be on the ridiculous nature of Fast Track, its origins, and the recent news regarding them planning to make tolls as high as $10.50 by 2030, and basically alluding to these guys being one giant scam. And then I went on to talk about insurances and how those are an even bigger scam. But all this took up about 5.5 minutes of a video that was supposed to be about camping. Needless to say, I cut it as it felt out of place. Instead, I do have a pretty dank clip for you though, bro.
Cover tracking. Cover. Roll. Woo! All right.
No airplane could ever catch this machine.
Back to camping in Yosemite. Yosemite, 10 out of 10. The views, 10 out of 10. The vibes, 10 out of 10. The sleep, I don't want to talk about it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and report me to the FBI. FBI, open up! And I'll see you lovely ladies on the next one. Deuces.